So, welcome to Energy Balance Yoga. And today's card, dun dun dun, what a beauty. Positive change in its Parvati. Gorgeous card. I haven't done this for a long time. And in fact, this deck of cards, the Ascended Masters, the very first time I came across these, a good friend of mine had them. And this was the first card I took. So that's pretty amazing. And I was in Skiros in Greece when I picked that card. So there we go, positive change. And I think the main thing with that is that we're always in a period of change. Everything is always changing. It's just been brought to our attention more and more with the past year, almost 2 years events. So it's just brought it more vividly to our attention. So we are always in flux, always in change. And my suggestion, and definitely what would come from the yoga kind of way of living, is embrace all of it. Embrace it, right? So change, positive change. So we'll begin our practice today sitting cross-legged on the mat. Just move slowly, mindfully. I'm noticing, so we're thinking about change, I always would say that whatever you do, whenever you do a practice, I've never done a yoga practice where I haven't felt better at the end, or felt different at least. So noticing how you feel now, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling not like doing it, if you're feeling kind of a little bit overwhelmed or stressed, or even you're feeling good, whatever you're feeling, this is always changing. This is the nature of being a human being. So we just let the hands rest on the knees and then just do some circles. So we just ease ourselves into our practice today. Ease ourselves into the yoga. Yeah, that place we all know. It's kind of like coming back home, right? And then we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a stretch just to get things woken up, interlinking the fingers. Breathe in. Breathing out, push the hands up. So pressing those hands up, keeping the shoulders down. So we've got this lovely space between the ears and the shoulders. Neck nice and long. Really engage the abdominals here. Strong abdominals. Long in the waist. Lift the chest. Breathe into the chest. Just noticing how just a bit more attention and focus on the breath and extending the breath, how that impacts on us. And let's just see if we can get a bit more extension in the sides as well while we're at it. So breathing in and then breathing out. We're just going to kind of lean or extend into the right and lean over to the left, so slightly, keeping the shoulders down. Then inhale to center. Then exhale, leaning over to the right. We're extending. So we're kind of extending to the left, lifting and lengthening that left side of the waist and leaning over to the right slightly. And breathing into center. And breathing out, leaning over to the left. During that out breath, the out breath is helping you do that. And inhaling to center, exhaling, leaning over to the right slightly. Lengthening through the left side. Come up for the inhale. And then releasing on the exhale, hands coming down to the ground. Interlink fingers in front of the body. We're going to open up this whole chest area, shoulders, neck, back, front. Breathe in. And breathing out, taking the hands forward, dropping the head down, creating space between the palms of the hands and the chest, really increasing that space, dropping the head, opening, also increasing the space in the back of the neck and between the shoulder blades, opening this area, feeling the back of the heart is reaching back to the wall behind you, the space behind you, creating space in the body. Breathing across the chest, the front of the chest, breathing out, open, release. One more breath in. Deep breath in, breathing out, just release slowly, let go. Yeah. See how that feels a little bit. Now interlink the fingers behind the back, breathing in. Keeping the neck long, so you're looking down at the ground in front of you. Breathing into the chest, and then breathing out, taking the hands back and away from the back slightly. So we're really opening and expanding the front of the shoulders, right across the front of the chest, as well as opening across horizontally, also vertically. The heart is coming forward, so we're really opening the whole front of the body right down to the base. So the front of the body, the belly is getting long. We're really squeezing those shoulder blades back together, lifting the arms away from the back, breathing in, breathing out. Keep that breath in and out through the nostrils. One more breath in and release, release, release. See how that feels a little bit. Okay, let's come into a twist. So putting the right hand onto the left knee, keep the body facing forwards. Left hand or fingertips behind you, close to your body. Breathe in, lift. Lift the chest, lengthen the body, shoulders down. Breathing out, turning from the waist. The waist is turning on the out breath, then the ribs, then the chest, then the left shoulder, and then even the right shoulder's following, and the eyes and the nose and the chin. Keeping the neck really long as you inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. Feel that whole body is engaged. And as you breathe out, we're just softening and twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. And untwist to the front. Good, nice and simple. Have a little bit of a loosen, wriggle the shoulders, then take the right hand behind you onto the fingertips, left hand on the right knee. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Drop the shoulders down, back of the neck is long. Exhaling, taking the belly around to the right, then the ribs, then the chest. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears, long neck. Breathing in, breathing out, twisting a little deeper. Looking right behind you. Breathing in, and breath going out. Breathe deeply, expand in the whole of the chest, creating space around the heart. One more breath in, lengthen, untwist to the front. Good. Okay, let's bring the hands to the heart center. Again, thinking about this chest space, thinking about this heart energy. So we're encouraging this change, keeping the hands pressed together, lifting the chest towards the hands, dropping the elbows to the sides, breathing in and breathing out. So breathing in, expand, take the hands back, look up, hold the chest is open, breathing out, bringing the hands back to the heart center and taking your gaze to look down at the fingertips. So we're really opening and then breathing out, keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils, keeping it smooth and steady. So this is, again, very mindful. We're breathing in slowly and steadily. The arms are coming back, opening wide. Fingers going right back. Breathing out, coming back, bringing the hands together evenly, softly, bringing those polarities together. And then we move away from each other. They expand, extend into the fingertips, and then breathing out, coming back softly to the beginning. Let's do a couple more of these. Breathing in, really take those fingers as if you want to try and connect the fingers behind you, opening the front of the shoulders, and then we're opening the back of the shoulders, but only slightly, and taking the gaze to the tops of the fingers. So getting the back of the neck moving as well. And the front of the neck, the front of the throat is opening, receptive, and then breathing out. We're coming back in. Back into our little our little bubble. One more, breathing in. Expand outwards and upwards, and then breathing out, softening and bringing the hands together evenly. Nice balanced feeling. Let the hands drop down. So have a look at this neck a little more. I think it's important, particularly with this weather. Some of the weather is more damp, so the neck can get a bit stiff. Breathing in, extend the arm up. Take the hand to the back of the neck, breathing out, breathing in. Lift and lengthen the spine, and then breathing out, taking the chin to the chest. So the hands is just on the left, or the fingers rather, on the left side of the neck, lightly holding, not gripping. Let the chin come to the chest, soften the back of the neck. And as you relax and that right arm is kind of relaxing a little bit, then you might find naturally your nose starts to point towards your left knee. So we're really focusing on the left side of the neck, getting nice and long. Keep dropping the left shoulder down. Keep allowing the left side of the neck to naturally expand, creating space in the left side of the neck, dropping the shoulders down, breathing deeply, maybe closing the eyes if it feels good to do so. Good. And giving it a bit of time and space, using the inhale to lift the head back up, dropping that right arm down, noticing that sense, I just feel this lovely spaciousness in the left side. So we'll do the same to the other side now. Extending up to the left, inhale, reach the fingers to the ceiling, and then take the hands to the back of the neck and take the fingers onto the right side of the neck, just below the right ear. Breathe in. Lift the chest, lengthen the front of the body, then breathing out, the chin comes to the chest. We're relaxing, letting the chin fall right to the chest. And really letting the weight of the left arm rest here on the back of the head, so that gradually your nose starts to point to your right knee. That right hand can just rest on the knee or in the lap, whatever feels better for you. Now we're expanding the space for the right side of the neck, breathing deeply. Breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in. And even more importantly, in a way, breath going out, emptying out. Keep the breath smooth, even, steady. Maybe close your eyes. Allow the neck to release, relax, lengthen, expand. Keep dropping both shoulders down. One more breath in, one more breath out. And on the next inhale, lift the head to center, still holding and supporting, and then release that neck. Just roll the shoulders back 3 times. Just using the shoulders, the arms and the elbows aren't doing anything. And then we'll roll them forwards 3 times, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just enjoying that little bit of spaciousness we've created in the upper body. Okay, good. Now we bring the right hand to the left shoulder and sweep across the body just to get the energy moving in a much more useful way. So do that 3 times. Cross lateral movement is key. 3 times across the body, and then the left hand on the right shoulder, sweeping across the body right through the center to the left hip. That's 3 of those. Good. Really mindfully, really purposefully. And when we change our position, we're going to come to all fours. Now we have a bit more energy moving around. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, bend the elbows, and let's just get this spine a little bit more mobilized. Keep the fingers spread wide on the ground, soft elbows. So to begin with, you're looking down at the ground, the space between the hands, then inhaling, lifting the gaze, lifting the chest, taking the shoulders back, then exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, arching up through the spine, chin comes to the chest. Very simple. As you inhale, you're going to lift the tail, it's going to ripple up through the spine till the chest is lifted, the eyes are looking almost up to the ceiling there. And then exhaling always starts with the base of the spine, tucking under, arching up through the spine, chin comes to the chest. The inhale, lengthening, and the exhale, arching and curving. Don't forget you're breathing in and out through the nostrils. Don't forget to keep those knuckles glued to the ground. We don't want them rising up. We want to protect the wrists. Moving smoothly and slowly. Staying mindful about the whole length of the spine, each little vertebrae. Kind of picturing or feeling, becoming aware of this spinal column and how it's put together, really by our own experience. So it's an experiential practice, closing the eyes to get deeper into that experience. As you inhale, opening the front of the body lengthwise and horizontally. So across from shoulder to shoulder and also throat to navel.
Really taking it right to the end of the exhale. Right to the end of the inhale. Just moving, really feeling into the spinal column, feeling the energy. Feeling the energy coming back into your back and into your front. So this whole torso is getting engaged. Okay. So the next inhale, just have a little moment to pause. Then we're going to put the weight onto the left hand briefly before we lift our right knee off the ground and take the right foot forward. It's going to land in between the hands. So we're coming up to a high kneeling position. Make it more spaced width-wise if you're finding that difficult to hold the balance. But pressing into the back foot will really help there. If the knee is feeling painful, then pad it up. Put some blankets or cushions underneath the left knee. So we're going to just come into a crescent moon. Breathing in, lift the hands up, palms together. Exhaling, taking the hips forward, but taking the hands back. So we've got this lovely shape we're creating from the fingertips right to the toe. It's a lovely crescent which we're trying to create. So the chest is really expanded on the front of the body. Hands are going back to counteract the weight going forwards from the hips. Breathe deeply. Now come back to kneeling and bring the hands to the floor, either side of that foot. I'm just going to see if we can lengthen this right leg a little bit. So pressing the big toe of the right foot into the ground and lifting and lengthening the right hip away from that. So with 2 points moving away from each other in space. And you can let your body rest down. Breathe deeply. It's a strong position. You might feel that on the front of the foot there, the right foot, or into the hamstring, the back of the thigh, or into the front of the thigh, the quad there, also the calf. There's a lot involved here. And then we'll come back up. Okay. Now we're going to change. So we're going to put that right leg back, right knee back, and bring the weight onto the right hand and take the left foot forward, landing between the hands. So now we're in this position again. Other side, breathing in, lift the arms up, palms together. Inhaling, reaching the fingers to the ceiling. Exhaling, taking the fingers back and taking the hips forwards. So we've got this lovely crescent moon again on the other side. Pressing into the left foot and the top of the right foot, if you like. So the left sole is firmly planted. The toes are nice and free, not gripping. And you're pressing into that right foot and slightly into the right knee. Keeping that evenness there. Breathe deeply, lifting the chest. Look up at the ceiling if your balance allows you. One more breath in, then bring the hands down. And we're going to just straighten, or lengthen is a better word, lengthen that left leg now. So it's going to push the big toe of the left foot into the ground, and the left hip is working away from that. And the body's coming down towards the left thigh. So breathing deeply here. Breath coming in, breath going out. Just releasing there and relaxing. Good. Breath coming in, breath going out. Okay. We'll come back to a kneeling position. Weight on the right hand, send the left knee back, and now we're going to just sit back and release into the pose of the swan. Slide the hands forward, bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe deeply, releasing breath into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. I really feel this is a great position to explore the capacity of your breath, of your lungs, so you feel the ribs expanding as you inhale, the back body. Breathing into the back of the ribs, expanding your wings. Breathing out through the nostrils and releasing them down, letting them flatten down, soften, squeezing all the breath out. Just enjoying the release on the back of the shoulders and the whole back, in fact. And let's just increase that by, again, making sure the hands are extended forwards. Fingertips to the forearm, the elbow is down. Lift the gaze, and then inhaling, coming up to all fours, and exhaling, taking the hips forward, opening the chest. So we're in this kind of cobra position, inhaling, coming up, exhaling, sitting back. Sending the sit bones back. Inhale, up to all fours, exhale, opening the chest. So your throat is opening as well, looking up at the ceiling, inhaling. So in that way, we really expand the front and the back of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Enjoy the movement. Stay with the steady, slow movement. Stay mindful. Keep the mind involved. When you notice your mind has wandered off, by asking, where is my mind? It's a good question to ask yourself every now and again. And then you can recall it. And one way to notice any improvement in your mindful meditative practice is the rate of recall. So the more you notice your mind's wandered off, rather than actually concluding that, oh, my mind's wandering off more and more, I'm getting worse and worse at mindfulness or meditation, it's actually a sign of improvement. Because you're noticing more how much distraction and lack of control we have over our minds. So it's a good thing. So it's a rate of recall. I've noticed my mind is wandering. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Over and over. It's never going to stop. You're always going to have a wandering. The mind always wanders. The mind is always, there's always thoughts occurring all the time. We can't stop that. We can't be blank. That's our human state. Inhale and exhale. And this again, kind of sit back into the heels again. Noticing when things are improving. This is a great sense of positive change. Every time you practice, whatever you're practicing, it's good. It's moving towards your goal of self-knowledge, of being. Breathe and release out through the mouth. So we're ready for a downward dog now. Take another deep breath in. Another sigh out through the mouth. Keeping the hands extended where they are. Engage the fingers, spread them wide. Come up onto all fours. Inhaling, exhaling, tuck the toes under. Inhaling, lift the knees off the ground. Really place the feet. And we're just going to get the legs a bit more mobile. Bend the left knee, bring the right heel down. Bend the right knee, bring the left heel down. We're just going to mobilize the legs. Keep pushing back with the hands. Keep looking back towards your legs or your knees or your feet. So this feels really good. Just get into the hips as well. Just feeling that sense of mobilizing and moving, getting all those parts of the body which can get quite, can get quite aching and a bit stiff. We're just going to loosen them up, get them moving, motion into motion. Good. And then come to stillness. The motion is still there in the breath coming in and out through the nostrils, so lengthening the whole back from the fingertips to the base of the spine, strengthening the thighs, feel those thighs are strong, keeping the shoulder blades away from each other, creating space across the back, shoulders down away from the ears, head is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Good. And we're going to come back down to the knees. We haven't finished with downward dog yet. We have a little rest, sit back into the heels. Bring the forehead to the ground, slide the hands back into the pose of the child, rest the backs of the hands and the arms on the ground. And again, some releasing breath. Let's make this kind of horsey breath, I like to call it. Breathing into the nostrils. Out through the lips, if you like, loosening the mouth, lips and jaw. Yeah, make the sounds as silly as you can make them. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in through the nostrils. Fill the body with air, then feels so good to do that. Slide the hands forward again. Let's come back to downward dog. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground. Place the feet Make sure the feet are hips width apart. Make sure the hands are fully engaged with the ground. Now we're going to just do a little bit of a leg raise. So we're going to step, a side step with the left foot towards the right. And then that's going to stay, that's going to be our pivotal point. I'm going to lift that right leg up, point the toe, make it extend, and breathe. So fingertips to the right toe, extend it, breathe deeply. Good. Nice long line. And if you want to, let's open the hip up a bit more. So bend that right knee, let it hang over to the left, and look underneath on the inside of that right armpit to the ceiling. So we're really giving the weight of the right leg to the ground so that it can open the front of the right hip, the hip flexor. Good. Then point the toe. Then bring that right foot down to the ground. Switch the feet. So let that right foot land quite close to the left. So it's almost replacing it. And then we're going to extend the left toe up. Again, pointing the toe, pushing back with the fingers, fingertips to the left toe, extended and expanded. Lovely long line. Imagine someone is lifting your toes to the ceiling, to the sky, pressing into the ground. And if you want to, if you feel okay with this, you can bend that left knee, as long as there's no objects in the way, and let the weight of the left leg hang over to the right, and look underneath the left armpit to the ceiling. Good. Breathe. Point the toe once more, and then bring that left foot down. And then we're going to immediately just walk the feet forwards, let the body hang. Knees are bent, legs are working here, arms are hanging, upper body is not. Upper body is just, the work the upper body does is letting go. Let the weight of the head hang forwards. If your neck is feeling a bit achy or a little bit kind of busy still, and just turn the head as if you're saying no, just release the neck. Then to increase and help that release along, we breathe in deeply. Have a good sigh, make some sound with that sigh out of the mouth. Have a little sway as well, taking the weight to the right foot, and then letting the weight slowly transition into the left foot. Let the whole body hang here. Breathing in and out through the nostrils here now. Having a very slow sway, so just to release even more into the back and into the legs. Now we're going to come to stillness and start to feel the pull. Either a sense of a pulling up by a thread, or have a sense of energy or heat in the base of the spine, lifting, waking it up. It's waking up one vertebrae after the other, keeping the knees bent. It's slowly unfurling, lifting, lengthening, energizing the whole of the spine. We come to standing. And when you come to standing, lifting the shoulders up, rolling the back. Yeah, again, just do 3 of those, breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. And then we go forwards with the shoulders, breathing in and out. Just enjoying that opening up of the body. Good. Now we bring the sides of the feet together. So we're feeling a little bit tired still. This is going to wake you up in a really good way, a really positive way. These energizers, breathing in, lift the arms up, interlink the fingers, stretch up, squeeze the legs together, sides of the feet together, squeeze the arms together, either side of the head, hold the breath in. Hold it there, keep stretching up and keep squeezing together to the center line. And then let the breath out slowly through the nostrils, slowly as you can, releasing slowly like you're controlling that valve of the release. Slowly breathing out through the nostrils, hands coming down to the side. 2 more of these. Inhale strongly, interlink the fingers. Strong inhale, inspiration. Lengthen the whole body. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together. Lifting those interlinked fingers to the ceiling. Lifting the heels off the ground, pushing into the toes, hold the breath in, now breathing out softly. So we have that opposing force of softness, of earth, the feminine, receptive quality. And then we're going to go to the very opposite quality, this intense sort of tension, the masculine inhale. Inhale. Strongly lift the arms up, squeeze the arms together, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels high off the ground. You'll feel the legs really engage here, all your muscles engaged.
It's pressing towards this center. Hold a little longer and softening, slowly release all the air through the nostrils, bring the heels down, bringing the arms down, letting the arms float down through space. Good. Take the feet apart as wide as the shoulders or a little wider. Knees are bent, and we'll just loosen everything up. This is a nice counter to that very intense energizer, if you like. So bending the knees, letting the arms swing around the body, and we're feeling the spaciousness around us. So we've squeezed everything together to the center line, and this is just letting it all flow. Bending into the knees, soft and flowy. You can make that a little bit more exaggerated by looking right behind you. Bending into the knees, lifting up off the toe. Breathing freely through the nostrils, in and out through the nostrils. And then come to a stillness, let the arms stop. Take the backs of the hands onto the lower back. Again, if you're feeling a little bit kind of sleepy or tense, maybe the damper weather make you feel a bit groggy, a bit headachy. And let's get a bit of energy stimulation here. And get those knuckles either side of the lower spine there. And get them into that little groove. Wake up the energy, rising up. That energy we've woken up, that little fire, we're going to get it rising up through the spine. Oh, yeah. Feel those sparks of energy. And then take the hands on the front of the hips. Rising. And aware of ourselves, stimulating. There. Then bring the fingers to the heart space, the whole chest. Make some sound. So all about the energy. We are energy. Sometimes it can be very kind of stimulated, and sometimes very kind of turgid, very groggy. So we're just trying to wake it up and balance it out. Good. Put the palms together and then shake the hands out. And we'll give the legs a little shake as well. The ankles be nice and loose. Yeah, feels good just to feel that looseness in the body. And then we're going to do a little cross crawl before we come into some standing postures. So lifting the left knee, meeting it with the right hand, and then going the other way. You can do this much faster if you want to, but sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging, particularly for the mind, when we slow these things down. I find it harder to balance doing this very slowly, and it actually has a bigger impact. The cross crawling motion, cross lateral movement has a bigger impact when it's really slowed down. The arms moving slowly through space, breathing steadily in and out through the nostrils, focusing your eyes softly, just allowing that soft gaze directly forwards. Good. And then we're going to bring that left leg out to the side, right arm goes over, reaching almost to it, and the other arm, the opposite arm underneath, is moving in the opposite direction. So making a little circle around the body. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. And just noticing the shifting of weight from one foot to the other. Breathing in and out. So very mindfully, keeping your awareness focused on this action. Noticing what's happening in the body, what's happening in the breath. And we'll finish with one enlivening and enlightening. So bring the weight onto the right ball of the foot, just spring with the heel off the ground, and then take that left foot behind, give it a little tap. At the same time, the left arm goes over the head. So it looks like this. And instantly, it brings a smile to my face. So let that smile come to your face. Yeah. Enjoy that kind of fun, light element coming into the body. Then come to a stillness. Lift the shoulders up, breathing in, out through the mouth. Release, good. Let's come into some standing postures. So we're going to come to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart. Bring the hands together. Lifting the chest towards the hands, strong belly. We're going to step back a big step for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Weight onto the left foot, step back a big step. Get the right toes pointing slightly forwards, right heel going back, get the hips level, strong here. Get the point the tailbone down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest, but keep the shoulders down. Exhaling, bending into that left knee. As the left knee goes forward, pressing into that right heel. Get this lovely, balanced, energized posture. Energized and energizing. So really think about these arms. They're not hanging, they're extended, they're engaged. See that difference between, that feels very, a lot of effort. This feels interesting. It feels exciting. It feels energized. All the time thinking about coming down centrally rather than coming forwards. So all the time pulling back slightly as if those fingers have been pulled back to keep your body upright from the base to the crown. Keeping that center line long, extended. Good. Breathe deeply. Come up on the inhale, lowering the arms on the exhale. And we're going to bend into the right knee, bring ourselves back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake, a little shimmy there. Weight on the right foot, big step back with the left. Get the hips level, feet really grounded, landed. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, expand the fingertips. Cross the chest. Now bending into the right knee as you exhale. That knee is hovering above the ankle and you're pressing into the back foot. So the whole of the outside of that leg gets very engaged. Same as the arms. Everything is extending away from each other. Fingertips extending away from each other. Keep the shoulders sitting down. Back of the neck is really long, long, elegant neck. Looking down the right arm, beyond the fingertips. Keep extending, keep expanding. Keep your attention moving around your body, noticing what's happening. Noticing if you're gripping with your toes. Noticing if you're allowing that knee to flop inwards. All the time, the thighs are engaged. The knees, the feet, the toes are relaxed. The arms are engaged. Your abdominals and your back, everything. Back of the neck, eyes, face. Breathe deeper, sinking down a little deeper on the out breath. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Enjoy that release. Bending into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Get the legs a little shake. Okay. So we're going to do a side plank stretch. So again, a big step back as if you were going to do warrior two again. So weight on the left foot, big step back with the right. Maybe if that doesn't land exactly how you want it, you can always move it. So I'm just going to shuffle that back a little bit, give myself lots of space between the feet, and also adjust the hip position, facing the long edge of the mat, the hips. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. We start off like warrior two. Inhale. Extend the fingertips, drop the shoulders down. Exhaling, bending into that left knee. So we're in warrior two to start. Inhale again. And exhaling, dropping the left forearm down, but not leaning onto the thigh. And we sweep the right fingertips as if they're going to point to the ground. They follow an arc and lift up in front of you. So you've got this beautiful long line from the fingertip of the right hand right down to the outside of the right foot. So pressing that foot into the ground. Some of you might have more space in your body. You may want to bring that left hand down to the ground. And that's also okay. Whatever you do, keep that lovely long line and look up to on the inside of that armpit if you're able to do that. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Now to come up, we need to bend into that left knee to give us some energy to come up. So inhaling, come up, lift the arms up. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee, and you're going to bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake again. Weight onto the right. Big step back with the left. Very big step. And just shuffle the feet to make them stable. Also find that hip position. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. It's hovering above the right ankle, pressing into that left heel. Extend, expand, lift the chest. Strong in the belly, pointing the tailbone down. Strong body, holding yourself. Having a sense of holding yourself, holding your body. Breathe deeply. Make that extra bit of effort. Now we take that right hand or right forearm down to the thigh, take the fingers to the floor and then extend them forwards. Palm is facing down. You can look up at the ceiling on the inside of there. You can even take the right hand down to the ground if you have that flexibility in your body. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Breathe. Breathing deeply in and out through the nostrils here, making a long line, pressing that left foot into the ground. Now to come out, we bend into the right knee, and then inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, arms coming down, bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's give the legs a little shake there. So a little release here. Let's come into a fairly wide position with the feet, but not as wide as a warrior. And then we're going to keep the knees nice and soft. We're going to come into a wide leg ragdoll. So the chin comes to the chest, the hands slide down the legs, the arms are heavy. The head is heavy, keep the knees bent. And let your arms flop onto the floor. You can hold the elbows if you wish. And we're just going to release the back a little bit and a bit into the thighs here. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Enjoy the release in the spine, allowing your body to soften the upper part of the body, hanging from the hips, loosening, and creating space. Now we come up onto the fingertips in the center. Fingertips are in between the feet in the center. Look forwards, lengthen the spine now, straighten the legs. And bringing the hands down, the forward bend. So now it's very different to the ragdoll because the legs are straight, not locked on the knee, but straight. And the eyes are looking to the fingers rather than behind you. Come up on the fingertips again, inhaling, look forwards, chest forwards, exhaling, forward bend. Maybe the hands flatten to the ground. Let's do one more of those, breathing in, come up onto the fingertips, look forwards. Inhale strongly and exhale deeply, long exhale as you come into that forward bend. So now we're going to lift the hands to the waist, look forwards again. So we're in this kind of halfway house, lifting the elbows, lengthening the body. You can hold onto the back if you need extra support on the back. Now use the inhale to come back up to standing and release the hands on the exhale. So let's turn the feet out slightly at about a 45-degree angle. Going to come into goddess. So to get ready for that, we're just going to get the legs again, a bit more bendy, a bit more active. Bring the hands together. So we're going to just bend the knees and come out to the side. So you see, we're not sticking the bottom out. The body's staying upright. The shoulders are sitting on top of the hips. There you go, strong belly. And making sure the knees are bending in line with the toes, so we're not twisting the knee at all, not damaging the knee or causing it, putting it under any strain. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you're sinking down. We'll be going a little lower each time. Inhaling, lifting the chest, back of the neck long, chin slightly tucked in. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's see, we do a couple more of these. Inhaling, exhaling. One more, inhaling, exhaling. Strong thighs, pressing into the feet, inhaling, coming up, and release for a second. Now the goddess is going to come into this. So let's just bring our hands together. Inhaling, you stretch up this time, looking up at the hands, and then exhaling. Knees are still going out to the side, still low, the center of gravity. These nice cactus arms and extended out fingers, turn out the mouth, wide eyes. Inhale. Good. Be fierce, let all your energy be processed. This is positive change. This is allowing ourselves to process whatever's going on. Breathe in. Good. Bring the hands together, have a pause, and we'll do one more of these. So really, this roaring, rasping in the throat really helps to clear those passages and bring a bit of brightness to ourselves. Have a good roar now, breathing in. Good. And we bring the feet together, give the legs a little shake. Good. So we're going to move the body a little now with our half sun salutes. So placing the feet hips width apart, feet are parallel. Think about the position of the body. So we really think always about the position of the pelvis here. So it's not pushing the pelvis forwards or pushing the hips forwards, it's rather tilting. So you see you're pointing the tailbone down, and when you almost tilt that pelvis, you feel the fronts of the thighs engaged, the abdominals engaged, the softness in the knees, the softness in the feet, and lifting the chest away from the belly button. So this is very long here. Good. Standing nice and tall, shoulders set back. So we're really standing. The back of the neck is long, chin tucked in, so the head is on top of the body and not forwards or to the sides. Breathing in, breathing out, point the fingers to the ground, looking at the ground. Inhaling, you lift the eyes, lift the gaze, lift the hands above the head. And then exhaling, the hands are coming away from each other, the knees are bending, the fingertips come to the ground. Inhale, hands come to the knees, look forwards, take the shoulders back. So you have a straight back, legs and arms, you can see. Breathing out, forward bend, flatten the hands, bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up through those legs. Inhaling, and then exhaling, the arms are coming down. So following this slowly and mindfully, breathing in, exhaling, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground, looking at the ground. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest, shoulders back, exhaling, forward bend. Bend the knees, push up through the legs, inhaling all the way up, exhaling, hands coming down, pushing the heels of the palms out to the sides, you do that. So we open the arms up, it's very receptive, big opening, breathing in, exhaling, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground, inhale, exhale, keep the legs straight, bend the knees, breathing in all the way up, exhale. So we're really moving the energies around the body, enlivening, staying very mindful in what we're doing. Alignment of the body, inhale. Engaged abdomen's there, and then breathing out, forward bend. Really think about the backs of the thighs lengthening. Bend the knees a lot more now so that you have the power to push up through the feet. Inhale, exhale. A couple more of these. Inhale, a little bit faster. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, arms coming down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, take the face forward, knees bend, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, all the way up. And let the arms just float down on the exhale to your sides. Noticing how that feels, bring the hands together in prayer position. Anjali Mudra. Pressing the palms lightly together, lifting the chest towards those palms. Front of the body is long, exposed here, exposed across the chest. Elbows out to the side, so it's a lovely sense of engagement with the body. Soft knees, wriggle the toes to make sure they're not gripping. Tuck the chin in slightly so that you feel the length increasing in the back of the neck. Crown is parallel to the sky. Breathe deeply. Nice relaxed belly to breathe into. Close the eyes for a moment now. You're balanced and steady. And in this steadiness you may feel movement. Notice the movement, all the tiny little movements that are happening all the time as the body's constantly balancing. Breathe softly in and out through the nostrils. Be interested and curious in your body, in your breath. And being closer to your breath and your body, becoming more present in this moment. Good. And open the eyes, let the hands drop. Let's come down to the ground. I'm going to come in a slow squat here. So breathing in, lift the arms up. Feet are still hip width apart here, parallel. Exhaling, immediately, as soon as the bottom comes back and the hands go forward, your abdominals are engaging. So we're keeping this strong, legs are strong, and we're coming down as slowly as you can.
Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils to keep that softness around this strength. And then catch yourself. Hands come behind. Extend the legs forwards. Bounce those knees up and down a little bit. Yeah, just enjoy that feeling, being back on the ground, supported by the ground. Bring the hands, so take the fleshy part back at the bottom. Get yourself in a better position, legs together, toes towards the ceiling, hands either side of the body, in line with the spine, your arms, rather than leaning back or forwards. Lift the chest, keep your eyes on the big toes, but lift that chest. So again, we're lengthening the front of the body. Shoulders down away from the ears. So you feel this sense as if you are sitting up against a wall. Even the back of the head is against that imaginary wall. Dandasana, the rod. So lots going on in the legs, in the back. And of course in the breath. The breath is there to support you. Breath coming in, breath going out. One more breath in and release. Let's come into a forward bend. This will be the hardest thing that we'll do, or the most, maybe, the most challenging thing we'll do the rest of this practice. So let's give everything to it. And by that I mean, so breathing in, lifting the arms up. As you breathe out, bringing the hands forward and taking the chest forwards. By that I mean, we're really giving ourselves to this posture rather than trying to seek an end position. You can take your first two fingers, hook them around the big toes if you are, able to do that without strain. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lengthening the neck, and then taking the chest forwards. The chest is coming forwards, not the face. The face is just following, the head is just following. Then you can have the hands at the sides, on the legs, wherever feels better for you. Keep the shoulders back, keep the chest leading. The heart is leading this. Close your eyes if it feels helpful. Try it and see if that feels helpful. Feel where the body is responding to that breath. How is the body responding to that breath, particularly the out breath? Be interested, experiment with that. How far can I breathe out to? When is it really empty? And then we'll breathe in, lifting the arms up, breathing out, lower the arms down. Take the hands behind you, fingers pointing forwards. And you can either come into a hip lift, lifting up, and hold that, or feet on the ground into tabletop and hold, or keeping the legs on the ground, lifting the chest. So you see really, all three of these are expanding the front of the body. So choose which one you want to engage with as a counter pose and breathe. And one more breath in and lower down on the out breath. And we're going to lay down. Lay the body down, extend the fingers towards the toes, breathing in and out the whole time. Just do that little bit of work for the abdominals. They have to do a lot of work supporting the lower back. And without them, the lower back has to do too much work. So we have to keep that balance, mutual support. Lay the back down, let the hands up away to the sides, let yourself go. Close your eyes for a second, breathe in through the nostrils. Have a good sigh out from the mouth. Indulge yourself with a really good sigh. How good does that feel? Good. And we're just going to breathe in. Let the belly expand as you breathe out. You press the back into the ground and draw the knees up. So we're just going to free up the back a little bit to finish a few soft, softening movements. So we're just rocking side to side. Give your back a little massage on the ground. And then we're going to come to a stillness, place the hands on the knees again, circle the knees first of all, softening. And then we're going to circle or work with the hips. So inhaling, taking the knees away, exhaling, letting the knees fall away from each other and bringing them back into the body on the exhale. Inhale, exhaling, the knees are coming back towards the body. And we're just moving in time with the breath, feeling that ease gradually developing in the hip joint. Maybe close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, following the movement and just releasing and seeing if there's a bit more space for the hips as you breathe out, moving slowly and mindfully again. Noticing how your energy feels in response to the movement. Maybe change direction. So we start with the knees away from us, but together, inhale. Exhale, draw the knees in and take the knees away from each other this time. Inhaling as the knees come away, exhaling as the knees draw into the body. So just moving and allowing whatever comes to come. Maybe there's some emotion here. Maybe there's some energy. Maybe there's some physical stiffness. Maybe there's a brightness. Maybe there's a resistance. Just meeting all of this with kindness, compassion, with curiosity. It's always number one. Then hug the knees. We place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away a little bit and have the feet as wide as the mat. And we're going to do some easy spinal twists. So take the hands out to the sides just to finish. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, let the knees fall to the left and let the head go over to the right. In this twist, close your eyes, breathing in, lift the knees to center, head to center. Exhaling, taking the knees to the right, head goes over to the left. So the breath is in charge here, breathing in and breathing out, taking your time. Breath coming in, breath going out. Slow down everything. Take it right to the end of the out breath as you're twisting, releasing the body before the inhale lifts you back up to center. The breath is coming in and out through the nostrils. It's a supportive, slow, steady, fully expressed breath. Notice what happens as we move slowly and mindfully in this way. What is being impacted on? How does your body, your mind, your emotional sense respond to this lying twist? Good. Next time you bring your knees to center, just bring the knees to center. And you can either let the knees fall together, place the hands on the body for the relaxation, or extend the legs away and the arms away from the body in the traditional Savasana. The corpse pose. Lengthen the back of the neck, keep the chin tucked in. Some of you may need a small cushion or folded blanket under your head to keep your spine in alignment, the neck and the spine. We're going to come into a relaxation. So make that decision to give yourself to this relaxation. Fully give yourself to the relaxation. Just for 1 minute or so. Close your eyes, let your body relax. Feel your body is melting like chocolate into the earth. Breath coming in, breath going out through the nostrils. Body is softening. Body is relaxed. The body is relaxing. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxing. Deeper and deeper. Sinking into the earth. Letting go. Let it all go. And feel the breath moving softly in and out through the nostrils. Without any interference, the breath is just coming and going. Ebbing and flowing like the waves of the ocean. So the sound of the bell reawakening us, revivifying us, bringing us back to life. So just stretch out on the ground, breathe a little deeper, take your mind out, come back into the day, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Give yourself a good stretch. Feel your body, feel the difference. Notice the positive change that has occurred. And slowly bring yourself back into seated position. Looking around, waking up, rubbing the face, the head, the shoulders, the neck, anything. I'm feeling appreciation and gratitude for this body today, as it is today. And then we'll finish by rubbing the palms together. Getting that energy we've stirred up, focusing it between the hands and bringing it into the heart center. Close your eyes and bring to mind your sankalpa, or your intention or affirmation. Saying those words to yourself, something you want to encourage in yourself. Encourage, think about the word courage. It's part of that word. And taking that into the heart space, giving it power, nurturing and love. Good, thank you. Namaste. Thanks so much for your practice today. See you soon.